Hello guys, in this video I want to share with you guys the reasons that I've been using my iPad mini a lot more than my Nexus 7 tablet. I've been using this iPad mini since release day, November 2nd. Today is Sunday, November 4th, and I've been using the iPad mini a lot. And I've been going back and forth to my Nexus 7 tablet as well. But I want to show you guys here the reasons that I've been going back to the iPad mini a lot more. My first reason is my everyday apps. The apps that I use like almost every day on my Nexus 7 tablet, I can use it here as well. Like for example, the Yahoo Fantasy Football. It looks way better here than on the Nexus 7 tablet. The ESPN football app looks way better here than on the Nexus 7 tablet as well. My Bank of America app here also looks way better than on my Nexus 7 tablet. And another thing is the email. The email client here for me is pretty badass as well. I used to use it before that, back then when I used to have the iPad 1 and 2. And I gotta say, the email client here is way better than what's on the Nexus device. Here you can easily put any account you want. You can put Gmails, Yahoo, Hotmail, an Exchange client, your iCloud, and here you can see all your inboxes in one box alone. It's very good, and the experience is very nice. You could go like that. We read the pages full page and goes back here to double pane. For me, it's amazing, and the experience it's way better. My second reason is web browsing. Web browsing here, it's a huge difference just because of the screen. Safari is one of the screen, it's the main browser of the iPad, but I don't really like using Safari that much, even though it's very good, but I don't like to use it that much. That's why I have here my Google Chrome. The Google Chrome here, it's a way better experience. It's a way better experience. And the great thing about the Google Chrome is that I'm having the same experience I had on my Nexus 7 tablet. With all the features, I can access all my other devices. Like right here, I can access my browser in the computer. My browsers I have open. My browsers I have open on my Nexus 7 tablet. My browsers I have open on my Galaxy S3 phones here. Same features that are on the Nexus 7 tablet. But the only big difference is it's the real estate. Like for example, if I go to IGN.com, let's go there. The only big difference is, no, don't ask me again, please, is the difference on the web browsing experience. Once you use this screen and browse websites on this screen, you're gonna get spoiled. It's hard to go back to a little teeny tiny screen. So that's one of the other reasons that it keeps me coming back here. Another reason is reading. When it comes to reading books on the Nexus 7 tablet and on the iPad mini, you're gonna have the same experience. The Nexus 7 tablet screen, the 7-inch screen, it's perfect for reading books. So for me, there's no big advantage over nobody, because for me it's the same experience on both screens. But when it comes to reading magazines, like for example here, let's go to a newsstand, and for example, I just purchased the PlayStation magazine because I really like the PlayStation magazine. When it comes to reading books, this is what I like. My magazines take the whole screen. It looks very gorgeous. And let's say here, let's go ahead and compare it to the Nexus 7 device. This is the experience you get one from another. Like you can see right here, this is just a simple magazine. This is not an interactive magazine. just like over here. It's not an interactive magazine, but the real estate here is way better. It's way better. When you go here to the screen, like you can see here, it doesn't take the whole screen, so you got black bars on top, black bars in the bottom. And for reading, you would actually have to always zoom to read, because at this normal page it's very hard to read. Here you get the whole page, it's already zoomed out, but if you still want to zoom in, you can go ahead and zoom in and it looks perfectly. So that's a great thing there. Another good app is Distro. Distro is an app from Engadget. It's an awesome app. They're available on both devices as well. And if I go to read here and I choose to read here, you also get a big, huge difference. Look at that big, huge difference. And look at that. This app here on the Nexus 7 tablet is kind of laggy as well. It works a lot better here. And the thing is with this app, if you can't zoom, it's going to be a big problem, because this app doesn't zoom at all. This app doesn't zoom. Like you see here on both devices, it doesn't zoom. So that big real estate is going to be a must for this magazine. Like you can see right here, the experience is way better, and that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. So for me, I'm the type of guy that likes to be reading magazines instead of a lot of books. So for me, that's a big difference. My other reason that I've been using a lot about the iPad mini, and it's something that I've been liking about iOS, is the printing integration. The printing integration in iOS is superb. I don't know why can Android have this. You know, Android has been through Gingerbread, latest updates, Gingerbread, Ice Cream Sandwich, and Jelly Bean, and now Jelly Bean 4.2 is coming out soon, and still there is no printing integration in it. I don't know why. Is it because Apple has a patent over printing on mobile devices? Why is that? For example, let me show you guys what I'm talking about for guys that are new to iOS. It's, for example, if I want to print something from my inbox, let's say I want to print this email, and I choose here to print, boom, and I choose print. Automatically, I could go ahead here and look for any printer in my Wi-Fi. I don't have to be installing no drivers, nothing at all. It would just recognize my printer. Here I could go ahead and choose how many pages. Very simple. That's it, and I choose print, and it's done. That way, that's it. Same thing if I'm in a browser. If I'm in a browser and I see, oh man, I want to print this because I want to use this for later on, I click here and I click here, and automatically from here I could go ahead and easily print that page if I want. I could make more than one copy if I want. Very simple. Same thing if I go to, let's say I go to my photos. If I go to my photos and I say, you know what, let me go ahead and print this page, I click there, this photo, click there, and that's it. Like you can see right there, I use 3 different options. I use email, I use web pages, and I use photos. In all of them, you get the same experience. On Nexus and Android devices, you have to use a third-party app. On Nexus device, I use Print Hand. So in Print Hand, you will actually have to go back to Print Hand and install it and start printing from there. But that's a huge difference. It's very convenient when you can print almost from any app. That's the great thing about the iOS. The other reason that I've been using the iPad mini a lot is because of the Google apps. All my favorite Google apps are here, and they work as good as on Android devices. I don't know if that's a good idea of Google letting every single app here, but it is here. You know, every single app is here. Google Drive. If I don't go to my Google Drive, I could do it right here, and it looks perfectly, and it works just as good as the Nexus 7 device. Another thing is they have another Google app, which from here I could access any Google app you could think of. Gmail, Calendar, Docs, News, Google Plus, Reader, Photos, anything here, you could access it from here. Google Voice, very, very perfect. Another big upgrade that has been done to this app is Google Now. Google Now has been implemented here as well, and it's way better than Siri and more useful than Siri. For example, let's give it a test. What's the population of China? Like you can see right there.
1,344,130,000.
That's amazing. Let's see. How big is the United States of America?
United States of America has an area of 3,794,100 square miles.
Awesome. And let's go here. What's the weather like in New York?
It's 49 degrees and cloudy in New York.
Very awesome. Way better, way more graphically seen than on Siri. This kicks Siri's ass. Well, Google Plus here looks very good too as well. You can see right there, I could go here and go to my profile, and that's it. Like you can see right there, my profile page, very awesome with the Androids. You know, it's a big deal. It's a big difference. You know, apps, all my favorite apps are here. Chrome, my favorite browser, is here. So like you see, I'm on iOS, but I'm still having my Google experience on iOS, which is great. You know, which is great, and that's big thing for me as well. And that's all. That's all the reasons. That's every reason I've been using more my iPad mini in the last couple days than on my Nexus 7. And believe me, I keep going back and forth. Sometimes I'll pick first my Nexus 7 just to check something out, and I go back to the iPad mini. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. So for me, it's not about the specs right here. The iPad mini, I'm not using the iPad mini because of the specs, not at all. The screen, you know, the screen looks good on this screen. You know, this size screen looks good. The pages, photos, everything that you use on your normal day usage looks good. It has a couple apps that you won't find on the Nexus 7 device, but for me that's not a big deal, because Nexus 7 device has other apps that it's not available here as well. And another thing is, you know, like I said before, specs are not a big deal. The iPad mini runs very great besides the specs. I haven't used the cameras that much, but it's great to have a back-facing camera. It's great to have it, but for me that's not a big deal either. I really like the Nexus 7 tablet the way it is. And also for playing video games. I like using the Nexus 7 tablet a lot better. I like that 7-inch screen, 6:9 ratio. I love it a lot more than playing on a square screen. For me, it's a big difference. Playing video games on the Nexus 7 tablet feels more natural, and feels the way it should feel for playing games on the Nexus 7 tablet, because of the screen ratio, because of the handling of it. It feels a lot better in your hands, and the screen. You know, the 6:9 ratio for me is way better for gaming than a squared screen. So for me, that's a big deal too. I'm not using the iPad mini that much for gaming, even though it has a lot of good games in it. And that's all, guys. You know, both tablets, like I said before in my prior videos, both tablets are great tablets. They are great tablets. And if you are invested in the Apple ecosystem, you know, this is the way to go. You have to go with the iPad. If price is not that big deal for you, you have to go with the iPad. Now, if price is a huge deal for you, which I don't blame you, because for me, 32 gigabytes for $250 on for the Nexus device. It's way better deal than 16 gigabytes for $329. But when you get the iPad mini, you're actually paying for all the extras. That's all you're paying for, all the extras. You're paying for the screen size, way better experience when it comes to browsing and almost using any other app. You're paying for the back-facing camera, which is a great camera as well. And it records HD videos. And you also have iMovies. I haven't tried iMovie yet, but it works awesome. I've seen videos of it. It works very good. iMovies, iPhoto works very good here. For editing documents, it's going to be better on a big screen. Bigger screen like this is going to be way better than on the smaller screen like the Nexus 7 device. And that's it. You know, that's the reasons why I've been going back to the iPad mini a lot. And guys, I just wanted to share with you guys because I know you guys must still be on the fence. Those that don't have either device must be on the fence on which one should I buy. And the answer is simple and easy. If your thing is the price, if your consideration is the price, and you want a good experience, I would say go with the Google Nexus device. You're gonna have a great experience at a great price, and the apps are gonna be there. But if you are invested in iPhone, iOS, and price is not an issue for you, you have to go with the iPad mini. The iPad mini is very good. And that's it, guys. So guys, I hope you guys like my video. Like I said, I like both tablets. I'm going to be doing videos for both tablets. And that's all. So till next time, guys.